welcome to your yoga workout. This is going to happen on a chair, so all on the chair. You don't need your mat. I've got my mat laid out because I'm always doing something with my mat, yoga or Pilates. This time we're just going to do a seated yoga workout on a chair. Knees are bent. In some situations, other situations we might extend and do some, some like lunging style exercises. And so the first thing we're going to do is a seated mermaid, and you're going to reach over. If you need to hold on to a seat, you can also do that, or you could just put your hand out to the side to the air. So you're just doing your seated mermaid. If you want to cross one leg over the other and make it more of a stretch into your glute, you can also do that. So those are your two options. So the one is to lean. We're just doing a seated side stretch. You can also put your hand to the chair to give yourself a little extra push. And then we're going to reach over and do the other side. We'll do a couple of these. And then shift your weight and relax in the hip area. The arching is happening up at the top. The bottom half is not really too engaged. And then just reach over to the opposite side. Try not to let your elbow go in front of your face. Keep it up in line with your ear. All right, and bring it down. And then we're gonna do some chest expansions. So you're just gonna push your shoulders back so that your elbows are kind of coming close together in the back, and then relax them forward. So pushing back with the chest and forward just into your natural position, pushing back and forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. And now we're gonna add to that and do the stomach massage. So the stomach massage, you're engaging the lower middle half of your body. So you're gonna roll your body forward into this spine articulation, and then push back. Your knees can open, give you a little bit of a chest expansion and a stretch in your hips. Fold it forward and open and forward and back, forward and back, forward. We're just doing a few of each one. Focused more on the stretch and less on the counting. And open that chest, and then take your hands, clasp them behind your back, and then let's just lift up and down with the hands. So from the back view, you're just taking your arms and pulsing them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See if you can lean forward. You can flip your hands the other way. Lean forward onto your knees and get a deeper stretch in the arms. Just hold here. A couple of deep breaths. And then roll your body forward. So let's go back into this forward folding position. If you were standing, it'd look almost just the same way, just the difference in the seated versus the standing. And come back up, and then lean forward again. Stretching out the shoulders, and back. And let's just do some swan arms, and back. Just flapping the wings. Nice little stretches. Kind of keeping it nice and light and easy. And then next we're going to take, if you have a block or a prop or something, we're just pushing the block up above our head and hinging back with it. So you're getting this back bend exercise, and push forward. You can extend your legs if you want, or keep them bent. So you're just reaching. Having that prop is helpful. And then pushing forward, reach, push forward, and reach. You can also do this with any kind of dumbbell or other prop that you might have, and push forward. Okay, now you're gonna use your block as just a simple prop. We're just switching our hands. So you're making a giant clap and switching hands. And switch, 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 switch. This is just the warm-up part. We haven't really done any of the poses. We've done a couple of the poses. It's just a good shoulder and arm stretch. More about the chest expansion. We're focusing on this upper body, and then we'll do some lower body. And switch, and switch, and release. You can set the block down. Now we're going to do some leg taps from a seated position. From the side view, you just need a little space out to the sides. You're picking up a leg, so you're picking up your right leg and crossing it, but you're not really setting it down anywhere, and setting back. So you're using this hip. Let's do 20 of these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 19 and 20. Don't set the leg down yet. So hold it out there. Just sit in your position here, and let's lower and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can keep your arms out wide if you want. That's 10. Keep going. And 20. Bring it to the chest. Do a single leg push. Like I said, not so worried about the counting, just doing the movements. Even though that was 10, I will give a heads up when it's 10 or 20. And that's about 20. Then take your leg and cross it on top. So my right leg is placed on top of the left leg, and I'm pushing down a little bit, putting a little pressure on my right knee. And I'm feeling that glute stretch. All right. And then let's switch and do the other leg. So you're just taking left leg up and crossing it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's keep going. And that's 20. Extend the leg out and just hold. Sit here and hold. Catch your breath. You can extend your arms. And then lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. That's 10. And 20. And then push it out. 1, 2, keep going. And 19, 20. Then you could take this leg on top and come into your seated pigeon exercise. We'll also do, I think we can do another variation of the pigeon. Well, maybe not if we're doing it now, but we can also repeat it later if our legs are a little tired. Okay, good. Now we're gonna suspend our legs. You're in your suspended Baddha Konasana, butterfly stretch, holding your feet together and the knees are separate. Holding here, and let's open and close the knees. 1, 2, 3, flap the butterfly wings. That's 10. And 20. See if you can set them down on the seat in front of you if you have enough space. I don't have that much space. I'm sitting on a tiny stool, but I'm propping my feet up and just coming into this little stretch. And now we're gonna do elbow, elbow with a hinge. So take your feet back down to the floor. We're gonna work our abs a little bit. So you're gonna do elbow to elbow, hinge back. So you're getting into the straight back series and like we do in Pilates. Let's do a couple on the right and then we'll do a couple on the left. So elbow to elbow, hinge. And when I say a couple, it might be a little bit more than a couple. Hinge, elbow, elbow, hinge, elbow, elbow, hinge. If you need to put your knees closer together, elbow, elbow, hinge, elbow, elbow, hinge, elbow, elbow, hinge. Okay, let's go starting with your left arm now. 1, 2, and hinge, elbow, elbow, hinge, hinge back, elbow, elbow, hinge back, tap, tap, hinge, tap, tap, hinge, tap, tap, and hinge. 2 more. Tap, tap, hinge. I think it's 1 more now. Tap and hinge. And then let's take it to the sides and do our little beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need to grip on with your feet to the sides of your chair, you can do that. And then switch and beat to the pulse or beat to the opposite side. All right, now you can roll your shoulders out just a little bit. We're gonna go into our peaceful warrior. Peaceful warrior, you can reach back. And so I'm just reaching back to the air. You can either have your knees bent or extend one leg if you want it to look more like a standing yoga class. So we're gonna go forward like a seesaw and back. 1 and back to peaceful. And reach. And then open it up into your warrior 2. And then go into warrior 1. So we're doing all this on a little supported chair here. So warrior 2 to warrior 1, open up and forward and up and forward, up, forward, out, forward, out, forward, out, forward. And then let's do our supported lunge here. So you're just resting a little bit on your chair. We're gonna take our hands and move our chest forward. So you're just leaning forward and lifting up to your back bend. And we're just hinging again, back bending. And that was all of those. Now take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. And now we're on a reversed angle here. And just holding. And then come into a side angle here. So you're resting your elbow on your knee, or you can take it all the way down to the floor. And come back up, come back into that side angle, stretch. Okay, and bring the leg forward. We're gonna do all this on the other side. So now we're gonna do an Utkatasana, a chair pose from a chair. You're not doing the chair positioning with your own legs, you're just using the chair for support. So we're gonna lift up and come down. So push up with your heels and your knees are pressing up and come down. So we would do this in a standing position, balancing on our tippy toes, and we're just modifying it to the chair position, but we're still focusing on this movement, getting surprisingly heated and sweaty. And a couple more. And then we're gonna do a twisted chair. So taking your hands and come into your twisted folded position. Again, if you were just doing this from a standing position, you would be pretending like you've got this chair sitting under you. So now we're actually using the chair. And then we're gonna open our arms wide and back. Open wide and back, wide, back, wide, and back, wide, and back. Couple more. And wide and back. And then undo your twisted chair. And now we're gonna do a little leg extension split stretch. So you're just pushing into that hamstring, getting a deep stretch, and we're gonna take our body forward and up into that leg. So you're getting a nice quad stretch here. If you wanted to lift up and stretch out your quad, you can do that in just a second too. For now, let's get to the stretch and then we'll activate that quad. You're just reaching, stretching out that left leg. And lifting up. Now from this position still, we're gonna bring the left leg and grab it in the hand. You can reach your arm up for support because we're just hanging on the edge of this chair. We're stretching, getting a deep quad stretch here. And then we'll do that extra pigeon stretch and then we'll go to the other side. So release, bring a chair or some support in front of you. And this is your pigeon stretch from a seated position. Your leg is basically just up higher. So you can get it at that nice 90-degree angle and can push into it. Just stretch. You can try to put your knee to the floor if you want. And you're just in this gentle pigeon stretch, supported, all that good stuff. And then carefully come back up. And now let's do everything we just did on the other side. I've got to remember, I think we started with the peaceful warrior. So peaceful warrior, again, you can have the legs extended or you could just sit with your knees straight and reach back for the air or touch something. You don't really need this support. So if your legs are split, and we're just gonna push forward like a seesaw motion, just leaning forward and back. You can touch the back leg if it's extended. And then you're in this deep stretch in your legs. I may be going out of order, but now you can come into your extended side angle. side angle stretch. And then we're going to take the left hand and put it, I'm going to come a little bit closer. Take the left hand, and I'm going to sit, trying to face the opposite way so you can see. However I was doing this, I think I was on this side. No, yeah, I was facing this way. So now if your right leg is forward, you're going to take your left hand in front of your right leg. So I'm showing you the back view of that. So taking your left hand, and then you're going to reach. There we go. Now we're in a reversed angle position here. Stretch. Stretch it out, reach up. I'm going to change my body positioning just so I can do the next exercise. You're coming up. So now we're facing, again, facing the right leg. We're going to do our warrior 1 and warrior 2. So you're here in warrior 1. You're just going to open. You get a nice opening right here. And open. Warrior 1 and open. 2 and open. 3 and open. 4, open. Just do a couple more. And then come back into your extended side angle. You can readjust your legs if you need to. And now we're going to go into our supported lunge. So this is a lunge exercise where we're taking our chest forward, upper body, however you're going to hold on, leaning forward and just coming down and up. All right, so we're just sitting here stretching. Then we're gonna do, hold on, let me get right back. Discombobulated now that I'm switching sides and positions here. So we're facing this way again. Let's go ahead and bring the knees back together and do our supported split stretch. So take your leg on top of something, and your back leg can be hanging from the side. Might be better if I sit and face this way. There we go. So your back leg is just dangling down the side, and we're just gonna reach and stretch to the extended leg. Okay, then you could take your back leg and go into this stretch. You can also reach for the front foot if you want. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Then stretching out the quad. And then we're going to go into our Utkatasana. You can release that. Utkatasana from the seated position. You're coming into your twist. I think we did this. We haven't done this side yet. So you're going to open your arms and close them. Open and close. And reach and hold here. And we're probably almost out of time. We're very much out of time. This has taken us a long time. I didn't realize that. Let's go ahead and do our seated pigeon stretch here. So your right leg is resting on top to get this glute stretch. And your other leg is either down on the floor or somewhere closer. If you can even bring it in closer if you need to, if you want to feel it deeper in that stretch. But to activate it, you're going to push a little bit more into the leg. Feel that glute stretch. Sorry that we're a little bit over time, but this is a relaxing, exercise. I still wanted to do some knees to chest abs, and we can do a few of those. Let's come out of this position. Might as well. We've already exceeded the time, so you're gonna bring your knees in and down, just like if you're in the gym and you're holding on to that ab leg lift machine. This is similar to that, but with a support under you. So you're bringing your knees in and down, and crunching. Just keep going. I'll count by 10s, and that was 10. Bring them in. That's 20. 30. 40. Let's do 10 more. And 49, 50. Okay, and let's make a lotus flower with our hands. So you can make this lotus flower and just take a couple of deep breaths. These are these mudras that you can do. You can make all these nice little fancy shapes with your hands. Catch your breath. If you want to sit while you're doing this lotus flower and bring your legs into a lotus, the double lotus, and then the hands in the lotus flower. Catch your breath. Take some time for yourself. This was a lot longer than my usual videos. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a great day, and come back for more, and tell your friends to subscribe, and we'll catch up soon. Bye.